Welcome to all, Marc Belnick's Wealth Accumulation Trading System, wherever you're watching, the ultimate leap in securities investment methodology. Just a general warning, this advice is general and does not take into account your personal objectives, financial situations or needs. You should consider whether advice is suitable for you and your personal circumstances. Please consult your financial planner or other qualified investment professional before making investment or trading decisions. And this presentation will be like a bit of a jigsaw puzzle, and you'll see the complete picture at the end. I'd just like to talk about my 35 years of practical and academic trading experience. I mean, in the add-on, there is robust money management, and there is empirically based research and know-how resulting in opti-place buy and short sell signals. So this is from my 35 years of a trading experience, all that I've learned, and found the best parameters to plug into the add-on. So after completing my computer studies in 1986 and 1987 in Johannesburg, I rolled in a comprehensive and intensive stock market investment program through CompuShare. They were actually the first college in South Africa and even Africa to offer a program on the stock market. Now, a key feature of the CompuShare program was that you were given a 1 million rand hypothetical investment portfolio, and this was simulated. So in other words, all your brokerage, all your dividends, all your capital gains and losses were reflected in the a weekly report, and this was very handy. I fell in love with the the stock market doing this, and after I'd completed basically the CompuShare program, I did a futures and options program through them as well. And from there on, there was really no stopping me. I went on my own self education and study, and over the last 35 years, I've read over 70 books on the stock markets, encompassing all aspects of fundamental management, technical analysis, and money management. CompuShare actually did have their own technical analysis program called ShareFriend, and I initially did use that, but in 1995 I discovered MetaStock through CompuShare, and I've been using MetaStock ever since. In 1994, I completed the Johannesburg Stock Exchange membership exams, and that entitled you to become a member of the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. And in 2004, I completed the Australian Financial Planning exams, which entitled you to become a financial planner in Australia. In 1993, I formed my own accredited funds management company, and for 5 years we achieved above average returns before relocating to Australia in 1998, where I was Chief Investment Officer of a superannuation or retirement investment fund listed on the Australian Stock Exchange. And I worked there for 2 years before deciding to go full-time into investing for my own account in all global stock markets using futures, options, and equities. So that's in a nutshell just my 35 years practical and academic trading experience. And I've used, like I said before, I used everything of the best that I've come across in those 35 years for the add-on. Here's a bit of nostalgia. Here we can see the CompuShare investment program. It's going back to 1987. And there also my first real live broker's note or trade that I made on the stock exchange. You can see my name, my box, that was Linda's Johannesburg, and there you can see 25th of September 1987. A little faint, but what do you expect from being 35 years old? The best indicators, strategies, and techniques have been used in the add-on, resulting in optimally placed buy and short sell signals. The add-on works on all global stock markets on an end-of-day basis. It works very well specifically on trending securities. You want to find securities that are trending strongly. And in a nutshell, the system is based on the closing price in relation to key moving averages and how the share price interacts with the moving averages in respect to time and volatility. And the positional relationship of the shorter term moving averages to the longer term moving averages is also taken into account. The profit targets regarding the profit targets and stop losses are actually dynamic and continually changing, and are calculated using a specific period of an average true range. Now, an average true range is just, if you took a day, it's the highest high minus the lowest low. And the shorter term bar signals will also use shorter term moving averages than the longest term bar signal, which will use the longest term moving average, with the medium term bar signal being in between. And I will show you a few examples of that now. There's also an easy to use strategy using the long term bar signal to potentially create free investments, reduce your investment risk to zero, and receive lifelong dividends from your investment. And I'll illustrate this later on as well, so stay tuned. Now, all the buy and short sell signals have explorations, which are automated MetaStock searches, which identify all the buy and short sell signals of all applicable securities in your stock market in a few minutes. This is invaluable, as you know, because everything is just given to you on a silver, all your results are given to you on a silver platter. So with the robust money management, we know exactly when to invest, how much to invest, when to take profits, when to cut losses. And I'm going to show you shortly how to calculate exactly how much to invest. Time is money, and you want to make the most amount of money in the quickest possible time with the least amount of risk, and create as many risk-free investments for long-term wealth accumulation. Synthetically creating time is money. Marc Belnick's Wealth Accumulation Trading System achieves the above objectives. Okay, here we have the short-term wealth accumulation. And as I said earlier, I'm going to show you exactly how much to invest. So assume you have a 100,000 investment portfolio and you wish to invest into 10 different securities. That will be $10,000 per security allocation. The short-term buy signals, which I've indicated in blue in the examples I'm going to show you later on, will always be 17% of your security allocation. So 17% of the $10,000 is $1,700. The medium-term buy signals will be 33% of your security allocation, or $3,300. And the long-term buy signals, which are indicated in gray, will be 50% of your security allocation, or $5,000. Now, if you wanted a portfolio of if your investment portfolio was $200,000 and you wanted 15 securities, you just divide the 15 securities into $200,000, and that would be your security allocation. And then you still apply these constant percentages. Here we have Marc Belnick's all-time high and all-time low expert advisor. There you can see a short-term trade. There's a new all-time high or 10-year high short-term buy signal. That is over here. And what we want to do is we want to take initial profit target. It tells you the initial profit target is 37.84. So we take our initial profits here, and we let the second leg run. And here we've let it run, and we stopped out over here. There you can see the solid blue line is the short-term buy trailing stop. And over here we can see we took a trade. It wasn't successful. Not all trades will be successful. And there you can see we were stopped out. And including the profits here and that loss, we made 8.9% on the short-term position. Here we have the same chart, except we've just shown the medium-term buy signals. It's also the all-time high and all-time low expert advisor. And there you can see this new all-time high or 10-year high medium-term buy signal. Over here, we bought over here. Initial profit targets we sold here. We can see that the solid brown line is the medium-term buy trailing stop, which wasn't breached. And there we were stopped out of our second leg. And the total profit was 43% on the medium-term position. Here's what we also using the Domino's pizza, showing the long-term buy signals using the all-time high and all-time low expert advisor. And there's a new all-time high or 10-year high long-term buy signal. We bought over here. Our stop loss has not been breached. So after initial profit targets are taken, so bought over here, initial profit targets taken, stop loss not breached. There our second leg, we stopped out to make a total profit of 78% on the long-term buy position. So I just want to go through a few key features. With the add-on, you're going to get 2 expert advisors. This, I'm showing you the all-time high and all-time low because this is great for a bull market, or if it's all-time low and 10-year low. When we talk about all-time high, it could be all-time high or 10-year high. All-time low could be an all-time low or 10-year low. So you think this is all great, and it is great when there's a raging bull market, as we previously had. And these all-time highs, it summarizes and just gives you the all-time high, 10-year high signals. And you might be thinking, well, what do we do when there's a sharp correction, or there's a cyclical stock which you want to buy at a major double bottom? Well, there is still the bullish buy and bearish sell expert advisor that you will use that includes all the signals. So it will include the all-time high and all-time low as well, but it includes every single signal as well. And that is how the 2 expert advisors, that's, if you think of an analogy of a bicycle, you get the front wheel and you get the back wheel, and this is how they work together. Okay, you can say the cog is the actual MetaStock searches, and they dovetail. The 2 expert advisors work together as a team. Now, just a few other points on the all-time high and all-time low, and for the bullish buy and bearish sell. Well, for the all-time high and all-time low specifically, you see that they have bright green arrows. The arrows vary in size from the short-term buy signal. We have the smallest arrow, and there to the long-term buy signal, which has the largest arrow, green arrow, bright green arrow, with the medium-term buy signal being in between in size. Now, if we go back up to a short-term example, you'll see that our initial profit targets are the smallest. So in other words, here it was 5%, the medium term was 14% for the initial profit target, and the long term on this example was 19%. And you'll see our trailing stops are always tighter as well. There you can see the medium term trailing stop is a bit looser, and there you can see that the long term buy trailing stop has got the most wriggle room. And you'll find that the successful short-term trades take a few days to a few weeks. Usually the medium-term trades can take a few weeks to 2 months or last. That is after you've taken your initial profit target. And here you can see your long-term trade, a successful long-term trade lasted over a year, can take, from a few months to a few years. Okay. So for illustration purposes, I only showed one buy signal at a time, although in reality you have multiple open buy signals at the same time. And just once again, these are constant. The short term was the 17%, 33% for the medium term, and 50% for the long term buys. All the trailing stops for the buys will be showed in solid lines, whereas here we're moving over to a short sale example. Your short-term buy trading stop are got dashed lines, and that's for all the short sales. You'll find that they've all got dashed lines for the trailing stops. So here we have the all-time high and all-time low. There's a new all-time low or 10-year low short-term short sale signal. Now all the features that apply to the buy side, the long-term, the buy signals apply to the short sale signals, except here you'll see all the short sale signals on bright pink, as opposed to being in bright green for the buys. And the other thing is obviously we sell first and we cover when the share price has dropped to take our initial profit targets. So here looking at Peloton Interactive, we sold short over here, we covered here, we let our profits ride, we were stopped out here. We can see our short-term short sell trailing stop was not breached until over here, and the profit was 49% on the short-term short sell position. At the bottom, just having a look here, you can see the trend status, it's bearish. So that is given on each chart as well. Here we go, moving over to a long-term short sell, and I'll come to a medium-term short sell here now. It's the same security. There's a new all-time low or 10-year low short sell short signal. Here we can see we sold short over here, we covered here. We weren't actually stopped out here. You can see it wasn't touched, but for completing this example, I just assumed that we were stopped out here, and then our profit would have been 64% on the long-term short sell position. Here we're looking at Steinhoff International. All the add-on works on all global securities on an and it works best on an end-of-day basis. So here we're moving to another stock exchange. I just wanted to show you this, to move to another stock exchange, a Johannesburg Stock Exchange. But here we're dealing rands, and actually gets the name Rand or Rand was from the Witwatersrand, which was the gold-bearing reef, which sort of founded Johannesburg. And that's where we get the name Rand from. It's derived from Witwatersrand. Anyway, here you can see the all-time high and all-time low. There's a new all-time low or 10-year low medium-term short sell signal. We short sell here. This is your brown dashed line for the short sell. Sorry, for the medium short sell, for the medium-term short sell trailing stop. And there we took initial profit targets. And over here, we were stopped out of our second leg, and the total profit is 53% on the medium-term short sell position. Same principle as before, except all the trailing stops for the short sell signals are dashed blue line, dashed brown line, and dashed gray line. And guess what? The profits from the above 6 trades have already paid for Marc Belnick's Wealth Accumulation Trading System over 10 times. Now, the purchase of this add-on may also be tax deductible depending on your investment circumstances. So if you are in that situation, please inquire about that or make investigations. So for example, self-managed super fund in Australia or retirement fund in the UK, in the US, your 401k, consult your tax professional, and I think you'll find that this is tax deductible. Just as a matter of interest, at any time, if you would like to purchase the add-on, there's the link. And you can always go there and then to purchase the add-on. So everything to do with the add-on is explained in this easy-to-read, user-friendly manual, and there are also YouTube recordings. There's also plenty of information on my website, which shows how to invest more effectively, especially picking highest highs and lowest lows. Okay. Detailing all aspects of the add-on for you to gain maximum financial benefit. Now you can see the Wealth Accumulation Trading System incorporates the all-time high and all-time low, which we've covered, and it does cover some the bullish buy and bearish sell, expert advice as well, which once again shows all signals to complement the all-time high and all-time low expert advisor. So you've got the best of both worlds. If you've got the raging bull market, you'll tend to have a look over here at the all-time highs. And you also, that's if the sector's doing very well, you'll look at the all-time highs, or if there's this particular security that's making new highs or group of securities. And for cyclical stocks, at the fundamental stocks that are valued, that are robust, that are undervalued, you think are going to make a V-shaped recovery, you'll use the bullish buy and bearish sell. Okay, infinite wealth accumulation. Now, this is a game changer because the most financially powerful, beneficial investment strategy that exists in the stock market is creating free investments and reducing your investment risk to zero and receiving lifelong dividends. So what we're doing here is we're changing strategy. We're saying, look, this is a security that you believe has got long-term potential growth that's going to go increase in value for many, many years and pay increasing dividends for many, many years. Then what you want to do is, actually, when your long-term buy signal is given, you want to buy your $10,000 worth at the long-term buy signal, but you're not going to sell half at the initial profit target. You're going to sell half when the security price has doubled, subject to the trailing stop not being breached. If it is breached, you sell everything. So this is just like you get the 8 financial wonders of the world. To me, this is compound growth might be the first financial wonder of the world. This is definitely up there. This might be the second, well, this is like equivalent or the second financial wonder of the world, in my opinion anyway. Let's have a look at a few examples. Here we can see, so the graph is just a little compressed, so I'll just go through it. Here, this is Boral, listed on the Australian Stock Exchange. We bought over at $2.45 over here in September 2001. Our long-term buy trailing stop wasn't breached. and there we sold it at 290. So our security price had doubled. We created the free investment. Once the free investment's created, we receive lifelong dividends and the capital appreciation. Now, I'm going to show you a table at the end of this and a few more examples of what you would have received on your free investments, which covers your dividends and the capital value of your securities. Over here, each year in Borrell, these are the dividends they paid. And over here in 2022, they sold a major business division in the US, and there it's 265 cents. So since 2002, there's the cash flow from Borrell, 676 cents. Here we can see we're using the all-time high and all-time low is very good for creating free investments and strongly trending securities. There we can new time high, all-time high, 10-year high, long-term buy signal, which was over here. This is Walmart, which you all know about, quoted on the New York Stock Exchange. I'm sure you all heard about. And it's actually, we would buy over here, your long-term buy signal, your long-term buy trailing stop wasn't breached, and you sold over here to create your free investment. Okay. Apple, same story, great stock. All-time high and all-time low. There's a new all-time high, 10-year high long-term buy signal. We ignore the profit target because we decided that we're going to create a free investment. We buy over here. Our long-term buy wasn't breached. We sold over here, hooray, we got our free investment. And here same story with Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Bought over here, 11:57 on the 3rd of October. We sold over here when the security price had doubled. Our long-term buy trading stop wasn't breached. And, you know, these are the dividends which I've listed here, and we're going to cover in this in the summary table at the end. But CME has just been an incredible story, true story, guys. Go check it out with dividends. They paid special dividends as well. There you can see the dividends from 2003 to 19 was $72.16, and in the last 3 years, $21.25. I have adjusted everything that needs to be adjusted for stock splits. Now, I just want to say, you know, this isn't just in the storybooks. You can do this yourself. You'll have the tools to do it. You'll have the know-how. It's not going to work out every time, but you just have to get it right once every 2 to 3 times, and you streets ahead. So here you can also start creating free investments and receive lifelong dividends for yourself using the Marc Belnick Wealth Accumulation Strategy add-on. So history keeps on repeating. You almost say, "Oh, I wish I actually bought CME at that price," and I'm not going to get that opportunity exactly again. But you know what? Before CM started rising, people were saying that about other securities. So in other words, there always are going to be opportunities in all major stock markets. In the past, there have been thousands of opportunities to create free investments, and in the future, there'll be thousands more. Previously, the strategy wasn't really viable or attractive because people didn't have the exact tools or to implement it. But you actually do now have the signals, tools, and strategy to make this happen. So with the Marc Belnick Wealth Accumulation Trading System includes 2 expert advisors, which we covered. That was the all-time high and all-time low, and the bullish buy and bearish sell. 6 custom stop loss indicators, which were the short sell stops and the long stops. 3 explorations. That will do all the work for you. This is extremely important. 5 templates. Comprehensive user-friendly manual. If you read the user-friendly manual and you look at my website on how to invest effectively, you'll have it all wrapped up. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Marc Belnick's all-time highest highs and all-time lowest lows. Expert advisor inherits simple system of identifying strongly trending securities, yielding superior returns. And as we showed, this is pivotal and crucial in creating free investments and receiving lifelong dividends, which are obviously financial, potent, and fruitful. The add-on, the Wealth Accumulation Trading System, add-on caters for all market conditions. The bullish, bearish, and V-shaped markets is encompassed. That's with the bullish buy and bearish sell. You use that for V-shaped markets. They're It encompasses over 35 years of trading experience using proprietary indicators that aim for the buy and short sell sweet spots. All entry and exit points are given to you, no second guessing, no gut-wrenching decisions. It includes robust money management and powerful wealth accumulation investment strategies. It's simple yet sophisticated. It's user-friendly and easy to use. It's powerful and profitable. It's unique and there's nothing else like it. It's marketed a fraction of its true value. And here is the summary, which I want to go through because it's really important. So we're assuming a $10,000 security allocation for each security below with the aim of creating free investments, which we did, reducing your investment risk to zero. Reducing your risk to zero, your investment risk to zero. And that's an important thing. Once you've created that free investment, your investment risk is effectively zero. And the beauty is to receive lifelong dividends. That's the icing on the cake. So over here, on the 4 examples we covered previously, on the 26th of September, we bought Borrell, 4,066, $2.46. That was our 10,000 security allocation. That was our initial investment. On the 18th of Feb, 2.5 years later, we sold 2,033 Borrell to get back our money, our $10,002. Okay, that's once the security price had doubled. Then on our free investment, because we're keeping half our securities, we got the 2,033 securities. We received that cash flow of $6.76, which I showed earlier, and that is all your dividends and the capital return from 2002 to 2022. And at the 31st of January 2023, the price of the security of each Borrell share was $3.44, and that gave you $6,994. So we invested 10,000, we got our money back. That over here, the $20,737.08 is what we have after we've received our capital back. Same with Walmart. Here we bought 338 at $29.56. Cash outflow, sold half, got our cash back, our $10,000 or close to. We got 169 shares, securities, which we got dividends of $30.59 from 98 to 2022, which equated to that amount there. Our value of our Walmart securities, 169, 24,314. Those two figures give us the 29 after we've got our funds back. So you can see how powerful this is. I'll just go through Apple here. Bought Apple, share price over here, share price doubles from 2012 to 2022. On half our securities, received dividends worth 21,000. Our value of Apple at the 31st of January, 80,600. There we go, 102,162. And you're still going to get dividends and capital appreciation. Well, as the stock keeps on going up. And yeah, with Chicago Mercantile story, same story. Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the same story. Bought 10,000, share price doubled, sold half, get our capital back. Over here, that's what our dividends are special dividends from the last 19 years. And there, that's our capital value of the 432 securities we hold is worth 76,000, giving us, we're up $116,000, $17,000 after we've got our capital back. So you can see how powerful this is, and this is what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to start. Yes, I know everyone wants quick profits, and there is the chapter there that we did with the where your trades don't. If you're not doing a trade to create a free investment, you can create shorter term profits. But this is what I advocate, and this is what I want you guys to really think about, because this is really the secret to long-term wealth accumulation. So thank you for your valuable time, and best wishes for your future investments and endeavors. You please have a welcome to look at my website as well. And once again, wherever you are in the world, ladies and gentlemen, I really value your time. So thank you so much for taking this time to have a look at my add-on, and once again, wish you all the best for the future. Thank you very much.